The following program was provided by an independent producer solely responsible for its content. The opinions expressed do not necessarily represent the views of this station, its staff, board of directors, or underwriters.
I'm Lisa Law. I've traveled the world to seek spiritual knowledge, to visit sacred places, and to find inner peace. Where we go and what we do on our journey is important. So are the people we meet along the way, the ones who support us, inspire us, and help us be more positive. I want you to meet these special people. So welcome to the sharing room. Thank you for joining us today. I'd like to welcome my friend and spiritual mentor, Umesh Nandwani from Singapore. Umesh travels all over the world teaching spirituality and metaphysics, and he comes here to New Hampshire about once a year. And I've had the great privilege of traveling the world with Umesh, and it's really been a really wonderful experience. So I wanted to have him on the show today to introduce everyone in the community to Umesh and all the wonderful things that he does. So thanks for coming today.
Thank you, Lisa. It's my pleasure.
And thank you for coming back to the United States and offering your program.
Well, I love coming back. I love the snow, and that makes me more excited to deliver the program too. And thank you for having me back.
I wanted to let people know, what is it that you do with your program?
I do a lot of stuff. For me, the main aim is to help as many people as I can to get enlightened, to realize things in their life, to realize themselves, so that they become happy and successful in their life.
And it's called Awaken-The Divine You.
Correct.
And so you're opening people up and awakening them to spirituality. And would you like to talk a little bit more about that?
Well, spirituality is actually a non-religious aspect. That doesn't have any religion connected with it. But again, in the same time, it's universal. So for me, spirituality means, you're walking aware yourself as a spirit. You are having a human life, but then you are walking yourself being completely aware that you are a spirit. So as a spirit, as you go through life, you look at life as completely different than just being in the human aspect of life. So things become better and happier for people. People become healthier too.
Mm-hmm. So when you move into the spiritual realm and you start living your life in a spiritual way, how do you see people change? What changes do you see in them?
Oh, a lot of changes. Once the realizations come, automatically things just fall in place. People will just change for the better. They'll come to more clearer understandings of themselves, of what's happening, what's the surrounding all about. They'll come to understand this is just a drama, it's an illusion. And they won't take things so seriously, won't get so attached, and they'll start, when they are so attached, they hurt themselves in so many ways, but in the end of the day, when you take it as a fun place, where you learn, grow, have some exciting learnings and all, you don't get hurt anymore. You in fact become so happy and you live your life more happily.
Yeah, I definitely see that with myself. I've let go of a lot of things that occupied my mind and fears that were holding me back.
Right.
And I think that's been my biggest transformation with the program.
Today, if you have done the whole program, right? If there's anything you want to say, right? The biggest thing you can say about yourself is what?
I'm much happier.
Exactly.
I feel like I'm who I'm supposed to be now, and I'm much more comfortable being that now and just being myself.
Correct.
And I thought I was myself before, but there were layers, and we all carry around baggage from our past.
Correct.
And no matter how hard we try and get rid of it, your program, from day one I met you, I walked in, met you, and felt just this immediate comfort level and stayed on for your program that was being offered that week. And then 2 weeks later I was in Nepal, and from that first moment I met you, I could feel the changes and the trust, and I felt like you were a safe person to start letting all that stuff go. And it's been a whole process. Sometimes it's hard to let go of your old ways, and that's all part of your learning in your program is learning to confront yourself. And
not only confront, but
you need to do that.
Yeah, you need to understand yourself more, and not really confront, but understand yourself at a deeper level of who you are.
Confronting your old patterns that are holding you back.
Correct.
I guess, and it's an acceptance. It's a coming to love yourself.
Correct.
Unconditionally, and when you can do that, when you can love every piece of yourself, then you can love everyone else the same way.
Yes. So life is beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah.
If not, but life is tough for people. They go through these challenges, that challenges. Yeah, I used to go through the same thing too, but eventually, after I understood this thing, I changed my life completely. I said, my God, people need to know this. Every single living human being need to know this. When we can create a better world together, why don't we do it? You know, so I left my family business. I was there for 27, 28 years. You know, I left it. I said, no, this is more important to do than anything else. You know, I got to do this mission. And when I realized it, I went all the way out, and there you go. I'm all the way here and back in the United States, which I enjoy a lot.
Tell people a little bit about your schedule.
Oh, my schedule. You don't know. I'm hardly in Singapore, where I come from. You know, I'm just there for a few days of the year, not more than 2 months, but I'm traveling around the world, doing all my retreats, doing all my teachings. You know, it's one after another. It's so tight, but you know, most importantly, it's not anything else. But you know, for me, the world is a family. We're all one big family. You know, and for me, my family is an extended family. You know, so if I can help anybody, if I can help all the family get better, I feel happy too. You know. So I travel around the world in the same time. Look, I'm enjoying the snow here. I love snow, man.
I know, he's looking out my window
Ooh, I
at
love
the
snow. I don't get that in Singapore.
This is a record year.
Right,
I don't ever remember. I've lived here my whole life. I can't remember it being like this.
I come here especially at this time just for enjoying the snow, you know. I just love the snow too much.
He's the only one. Everyone from here is trying to get out to where it's
Correct.
warm.
So for me, it's a bonus, right? So I enjoy all the different countries. I just came from Dubai. I enjoyed a lot of things in Dubai too. Met the seniors there. You know, we got a lovely family around the world today. And you know, as you've been through everywhere, you see, you are at home, right?
Yeah.
And the world becomes one place for all of us.
Well, and the wonderful thing, just to backtrack to tell people a little bit more about the structure of the program, you do an introductory level
Correct.
week-long program
Yep.
in multiple different countries.
Correct.
In Dubai, in Singapore, Malaysia, the United States, England, Australia,
Indonesia.
Indonesia,
Hong
Jakarta, Hong Kong. And then once people have done that introductory level,
Yeah.
then they're eligible to start traveling with the group.
Correct.
And the first retreat's in Nepal.
Correct.
And so all of these groups, 20 or 30 people, come together from all over the world. And the wonderful thing about it is everybody across the world's looking for the same thing. And it's really fun to see people who are from every part of the world working on the same things that you're working on. And now I have this worldwide support system
Exactly.
of people doing the same kinds of things all over the world. And so that's really fun. And then the next step's India and Bali and Thailand and then Hawaii. And then this
Peru.
year we went to Peru,
Peru.
which was absolutely amazing.
And next one, we are going to Greece.
In Greece, 2016.
2016. It's beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah, it is beautiful.
Beautiful.
So do people need to travel to get the benefits of your program?
Definitely. This where we go, they're all the energy spots. And we need that kind of energy to shift the consciousness of the people to realize their things. If not, we can't do it. It's like a setting, like, you know, it's like a movie. You got to have the right studio, you got to set the right scene, and then on that you shoot your whatever you want to shoot. But it's the same thing. But we have the energy spots, and that energy needs to go. We need to go there to blast that energy. In the same time, take on what we need to go on, and that's how we expand our consciousness. By traveling, my God, we expand our consciousness big time. But by being in one place, you can only limit yourself in a square box, you know, and that's it. That's why you have expanded so much. Because in the end of the day, that's what it is. We are here, not only to stay in one country, you know, or be in one city, you know. We are here to see the world.
Well, I think that's why we live in the time we live right now.
Exactly.
We have this communication that brings us all together, and then we can get on an airplane and have these shared experiences all over the world together.
And now you are in touch with all the people worldwide. You've come to Singapore. You even taught in Singapore. Your
It was
Feng
really
Shui
fun.
was fun, isn't it?
It
In
was
our
fun.
center. So we
It
got
was
center
really
in Singapore, in Malaysia. We've just renewed our center in Singapore. We've got a big, beautiful center
Yeah, I
now.
heard you moved.
Yeah,
That's-
very, very nice place.
congratulations.
Now we've got a, you know, we are looking at setting up a center in the Golden Space Center in Indonesia, in Jakarta.
The
After
Golden
which-
Space is your parent company.
Oh yes,
The Golden Space is what organizes all of your
Everything.
retreats and your programs.
correct.
And there's a Golden Space arm in each different country.
Countries, exactly.
So, and a lot of us who are past students help support you as you travel and do your program and help with the organization of it. So,
Which I'm very thankful for, you know. I
Yeah.
appreciate it so much, you know, because look, without you all, I won't be here too. Correct? You all made it happen for me to come. And you know, look, by being here today, whatever we do, we help so many people to wake up to their consciousness, to get realizations, to understand things, to become happier, more successful in their life. What more can you get? You know, that fulfillment is so beautiful. You know, it just makes me so happy. You know, it fulfills our life. It's nice, isn't it?
it is. I feel good. I do feel good. Sometimes I still fall back into the human ways of the
That's normal.
worries and the. But I know now I have all these skills to get myself back on track, and I know when it's happening because now when I go back to feeling my old way, it feels so horrible. I try and work my way out of it very quickly. So you know, I really appreciate all the skills you've given me and all that. that it's meant
knowledge.
to my life. It really has changed
You
me.
got the books, you got the textbooks, you got everything with you. You
Yeah.
got the world support. Mine, you just connect to the Facebook, just get
Yeah,
into
it's
touch
really
with
fun.
anybody you want, get
It is
into
fun.
WhatsApp. Everybody is there. The whole family is there. I mean, look, a lot of people have done this program. I think it's more than 1,000
There are
now, right?
probably 100 people here in the United States
Exactly.
who have done
So,
it at
so many
least.
people have done around the world.
Yeah.
My God, it's so beautiful. And
Yeah.
you know, just this morning I posted it on the Facebook again, you know, of my trip here. I enjoyed the snow yesterday, so I posted some photos of that, announced my arrival here. Already I got so many comments coming in. So beautiful, isn't it?
It
It's
is.
nice.
I love watching you on Facebook, and anyone in the audience can watch you on Facebook
course.
or Google you on YouTube.
Correct.
To learn more about the program, but you can join Facebook and watch your travels, and that's fun. I love watching you in all the different countries, and it's fun to see your pictures.
Lisa, tell me one thing. Which country did you enjoy the most?
It's so hard. They're all so different. I'll tell you what, I'll give you one word for each country. How's that?
Okay, fine.
Nepal, you just soar. It's like soaring. It's so beautiful. You just feel so light and free and like you never have before. And then you go to India and it's Eden. It's like this wonderful balancing, grounding kind of
Garden of
relaxing
Eden, huh?
energy. Just beautiful. Bali is interesting. There's a lot going on in Bali. But and he laughs, he
Fine,
knows
isn't
what
it?
I'm saying. But the architecture there and the people are absolutely spectacular.
Exactly.
It was so much fun to be part of that culture. And then Thailand was beautiful. That was a really beautiful retreat. Hawaii was another beautiful retreat. And then going to Machu Picchu and Peru was just really spectacular. It was each one, you mentioned it, each country has different energy.
Correct.
And you go, and Umesh does a series of meditations, and there's a little bit of classroom knowledge that goes along with it. And he's teaching us lessons, but then he does these meditations that help the lessons come more to life for you. And each one of us gets something individual out of it, and we all experience it slightly differently. And it's all done, we all experience what it is we need to experience at that time. And so when you go to these different countries and you do these retreats in the different energies, you are connecting with the energy of that place. And so when you're in Nepal, our retreat is looking over Mount Everest. We can see Mount Everest in the distance in the Himalayas, and you're way up in the mountains, and it's just really, really beautiful. And then in India, we go to an ashram that is just so peaceful and beautiful. I loved it there.
School of ancient wisdom.
I actually cried when I left India. I loved it so much. So it's each one is very unique, and you get special things out of each one. But people, not everyone is going to travel. So here in the United States, what are people going to get out of that first week?
Well, the first week is going to be the most important week. You know, at least they'll get the foundations, the understanding, the realizations of what they are all about in the beginning. You need to have the seedings. So the first week is where we seed the people right. You know, we seed the people to realize things and get them aligned to what the energy is. And once they understand this and they're ready, and those who are ready to come forward, then they'll come to Nepal, India, and so on. But those who are not ready as yet, so they'll wait. Then seniors like you who are already here, they'll be
we
sharing your
support
things
them.
with them. You support them. This is beautiful, right? So we are actually sharing that love, light, and healings around and spreading that awareness in the same time. You know what? We are helping everybody, right? So by helping the world, by helping the people, we are helping ourselves too, right?
It's one of the most beautiful experiences now, watching people come into the program on that first day, and people are a little nervous because they don't know what to expect, and then just see their transformation, even if they're just there for a couple hours, seeing the peacefulness on their
change,
faces, and then, or the 2-day program, you see changes, and then if they stay for the whole week, I just love watching them, and I love watching them each day, and I sit in on a lot of the programs and help out behind the scenes and support everybody, and I love that part of it. It's a privilege to get to be part of other people's journeys now too.
Today you have done the whole thing. You are the one and the only one so far who have
Yeah.
done the whole program
others
up
are
to the
on their
top,
way.
right? The
They're-
others are on the way.
Yep.
But you know, can you imagine for you to look at the whole program and from the people who are going to start? It's beautiful, isn't it?
It is beautiful.
And every single day you can see how their consciousness is shifting, how
Yeah.
they are shifting, how their energies are shifting, how they're getting better, how they're getting clearer, how they're getting happier, and then you are there.
Yeah.
The other seniors are there.
Yeah.
And can you imagine what's America going to get? And after all the depressions, all the things you all gone through here, that's what I came for too. You know, I said, my God, I like to help people. I took the opportunity to come during that time when America was down. I said, okay, and I had the opportunity.
You've been
opening
coming
up.
here for about 5 years,
5 years
right?
now, yep.
Yep.
So I say, okay, the opening up, and you know, I should come to the time when things are quite bad. You know, things are going worse. So, you know, get people going positively, get more positive in life, get encouraged in life, and you know, start thinking in a positive way. A lot of people, when they get into depressions, things are not going right, economy
Well,
is
like
not
tunnel
going.
vision.
Exactly, it
That's
becomes
all
so
they
small.
can
You know,
see. Yeah.
so you don't have to follow what it is. You can always choose to be different. Doesn't matter what the way it is going, but you can always choose to be different. So if you can see that light, my God, you can shift your whole paradigm, you know, and you can change it completely, and you can be more beautiful than what. Doesn't matter what happens outside, right? So imagine we all did it, you did it,
Yeah.
and where are you today?
Yeah. So, people comment to me all the time. They see the huge difference in me.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
And
it's,
I mean, you are a Feng Shui master yourself. You're doing all your stuff, and you know, even then, you took Awaken the Divine You.
yeah.
Can you imagine together, and you're tying up, and what are
I'm
you
teaching
today?
meditation now and Reiki and
See?
yeah. It's
Nice,
all
isn't it?
it all fits together.
Exactly. When the natural therapies are there, when we can naturally do the therapy, when you know this is all divine given stuff. So why not? You know, we can use it, and it's more for everybody, right? It's nothing to do with any religion or any culture or anything.
No.
We just respect everybody, right?
No, I like how you really draw from the wisdom of all cultures.
Yeah.
And the program really is non-religious, but it draws, I think, from the best of all religions.
Exactly.
And I like that about it, you know, because I've learned a lot about Eastern culture, spending a lot of time. And for me, as a Feng Shui practitioner, I really wanted to go and study the energy in Asia too, and because that's where Feng Shui came from. And you know, so that part of the whole program has been really good for me too.
Even your experience in Singapore, right? I was the Golden
It
Specialist
was
in Singapore.
wonderful.
You did it. Beautiful, isn't
to
it?
teach to the students there in one of the home offices of Feng Shui, and they asked the same questions the Americans did, and they got excited about it the same way because it's been a part of their culture. But it's not as accessible. And my whole philosophy with Feng Shui is to make it accessible for everyone, to teach them how to go do it themselves. And a lot of people in Singapore rely on a person to come in and
Correct.
do it for them. And the way I learned is to do it so that it's empowering the person to make the decisions and to use their creativity, and they love that.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to bringing you into Jakarta, you know. And Singapore again, how's that? Maybe Malaysia
love
too.
to.
You'll have
Well,
fun,
my
you know.
book's coming out, so.
Congratulations. Well, my book is coming up too. Some, you know,
Good.
two of the directors, they said, Master Umesh, we need to write a book about you. I said, what are you talking about? And they say, you know, we're going to write a book. So this year they are planning to come up with that, but they're going to author that book. So let's see what happens. You know, they're going to give me as a surprise. I said, fine, you know.
Oh, that's fun.
I said, you need a surprise, Master. I said, okay,
Well, it's
fine.
fun in Malaysia. They've started their own magazine.
Exactly. We got our
And-
Mind, Body, Spirit magazine already.
Yeah, so it's great.
Yeah, Malaysia, we are doing very great now, beautifully well. But the whole understanding is, you know what, let's help as many people as possible so that we can have a better world where people don't judge one another, people don't expect too much, people just be what they be. And once you become who you are, there's nothing much, right? You're just happy what
Yeah.
you are all about, and you're just in that joy, peace, harmony state of being. I mean, we go out along in human life, we got this, we got that, we got this commitment and all that, but again, in the same time, you have that peace within you.
So is meditation a big part of this?
Yeah, I mean, if to awaken your divinity, you have to go within, and we have to do it by meditation only. There's no other way to get in. We have to start meditating. It's, you know, you have to connect to yourself. That's the only way you can connect. See? So with meditation, we get in, and from there we start working through the process.
Do you find that scary for a lot of people
No,
to start meditating or go in?
no, not
No?
really. It's so easy, so simple, and so fun. All of you all have done it. So many have done it. It's fun, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just closing eyes for a while. That's it. Going, you're already in.
Well, it definitely helps you understand what's happening in here and how everything out here is affecting you.
Exactly.
And when you notice that things are affecting you too much, just stopping and getting back into that space of realizing is huge.
Correct. See, we are all so much into the mental reality, physical reality, you know, emotional reality. But, you know, we don't realize that we have biology reality, we have the spiritual aspect of reality. My God, when you combine all these five together, it's beautiful, isn't it? You're in complete control of your life. Now, like you, look, you have achieved to the highest level of Awaken-The Divine You. Now, you know you have achieved what we call the self-mastery. Now, do you feel that you have achieved self-mastery?
I'm still a student,
Still
but I'm a
student?
lifelong student in that.
Right, but you've
But
achieved that, right?
I've come a huge way.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Complete 360 degrees, but
Yeah,
you have
definitely.
got that, right, Lisa? So can you
Yeah.
imagine if everybody becomes
yeah,
like
definitely.
you, or many become like you, what would the world be?
That would be beautiful. So I'm going to give a little bit of secret away.
Okay, sure.
One of the first steps is this feeling of love,
Yeah.
and connecting with this feeling of love. And that's a big part of what your program is based on, is the self-love, and then connecting with the universal love too.
Yeah.
And it's for me that is really the key to a lot of it. And you said getting out of your head and out of your emotions, because when you're in that place of love, you can't be negative. And if you're being loving towards yourself, it really helps you a lot.
It's important, right? It's important to be positive, isn't it? It's only
Yeah.
with positivity then you can
Well,
realize
that's why
that
I'm
love,
doing
right?
this show.
Yeah, exactly. You know, when we are so positive in our life, many people, they think, oh, we are positive, but are they really positive? They don't know. They are coming
Yeah.
from their head.
Yeah.
But as we go on,
They're
as you will
probably
see,
really trying to be.
yeah, which is
Yeah,
good. But
yeah.
again, they don't have that self-realization aspect. But when you come from within, when you self-realize, then you know, I'm being positive or not.
Right.
Then you know which level of positivity are you, or negative. You know easily, right? But many, they don't. They think they are, but they are not.
So is that
Some
one
other-
of the things they'll learn in that first week? They'll start learning that.
The ego aspect and positivity aspect, the self aspect, is so close to one another. It's just like a thin line, you know, like the yin and yang. There's a line in between, very thin line, right? But how to get that understanding of it, how to realize it and get clear on it, that's one of the big ones in the.
So
first week.
how does ego hold you back?
Many
Or a
ways.
person?
Many ways. It tells you something else, but it's actually your heart is saying something else. Your mind is saying something else, your heart is saying something else. So which one do you listen? Sometimes your ego is so good that it tells you, distorts your mind. It just
It
tells you
does.
don't do. It's so defensive. You know, it really, really takes care of you, guides you. But in the end of the day, sometimes it does. It also fails you, right?
Well, it's those little voices inside your head saying you're not worthy. That's what I see most often, is that people just don't feel worthy of having good things happen. Or
But when you have the understanding who we are, the actual aspect of who we are, like what you have got, then you are all worthy, right?
right?
We are all worthy. We are all meant to be here. Everyone has a purpose. Everyone is meant to be in this part of the world. Why not? And if everyone can contribute themselves to doing their ultimate purpose, beautiful, isn't it? Life is nice.
How did you get to this wisdom?
Oh, that was a big story. Big story. I went through a lot of things in my life, and eventually, I went into a depression. And after the depression, I started. Actually, I came out of my body for a while when I was hospitalized in Singapore. And, something happened that, part of my body left, what I call going home. And I realized certain things there, met certain masters there. And, and I came back, which was very difficult. I didn't want to come back. But, when I came back, I said, okay, since they've shown me my contract on this earth, it's not finished yet. So I've got to finish my work. And I had to start this from the scratch. So I went on searching for it, and I started working on it. And there you go. After all these years, here I am.
Do you think people need a aha moment like that?
Well, life is an aha moment itself. But everybody has their own way, right? This was my way, what happened to me. Briefly, very briefly. There's a lot more things which happen. But in the end of the day, it's all worth it. I'm happy where I am. And I believe in, what? Every single moment of life is precious. It's sacred. And if you can look at it as a blessing, take it beautifully, take it positively, your life is nice. Mm-hmm. Right?
Yeah, it is.
So in Awaken-The Divine You, we help people awaken to who you are, awaken to all the aspects of life, all the aspects of beingness, all the aspects of multidimensional frequencies, what exists, what don't exist. A lot of things are there which you know. Mm-hmm. In the end of the day, this is beautiful.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful
it's all
life,
about
isn't
finding
it?
that
Exactly.
inner peace. Yeah.
Everybody wants to have finance, anybody wants to have this, want to have that, want to have love, want to have good career, but in the end of the day, how do you find it? Eventually, you have to listen to what comes from inside of you, right?
Yeah, you have to be able to enjoy it.
Correct.
Yeah.
To enjoy it later, but you got to listen first what you want inside, right? And once you get that clear, then you get it, and then you start enjoying it, and then you start having fun, then you start spreading it, and you start loving it, no? Yeah. That's life.
Yeah.
Life is beautiful.
It is beautiful.
United States is beautiful. You people are beautiful. And I love you all a lot. I'll come back and I feel at home here.
If people want to learn more about your program, where should they look?
Well, find Lisa Law. She's right here.
I'm right here in Nashua.
Or the other seniors, we got Fatima there, we got Sue there. You know, we got so many. All the seniors are there. You know, Richard is there. Jinsim. I mean, I thank everybody for you all bringing me here. You know.
Oh yeah. Well, it's a pleasure and an honor to have you here.
Really, really, very,
It really
very
is.
nice.
So you do have a website, the Golden Space USA. People can find more information about the program. You also have an Awaken-The Divine You website.
Yeah.
And that explains a little bit more about all the different retreats and all the different levels of the program. And then also you have a number of videos on YouTube.
Yeah.
If you search, you'll see me. You can watch my progression because he tapes us at the end of every retreat. So you'll see me in Nepal and Bali and Hawaii and all the way along the way, and you can see the progress. You can see.
We got about 300 old videos now. You know.
It's fun. Lucy put some pictures of herself when she first started the program, and then recently. And you can really see she just sparkles. Yeah. It's so beautiful.
Look at yours from the beginning till now. Where are you?
Yeah, it was every really level. Fun.
Look, now that's one of the reasons I got really everybody to record that video. But in the end of the day, you can also see your own progress, while others can see it too, right? I mean, everybody love to have a good progress in life, right? So that videos do help. In the same time, look, the videos are there, the testimonials are there. We are there in Facebook. I do a lot of posting on Facebooks, right? We are all there. The families are all around in Facebook. Everybody can just check out wherever they want and they're connected. Easy, the program is there.
So do you have a plan for the next time you're going to be back in Nashua? Do you have a guesstimate yet, or is it going to be 2016 or later in 2015?
Keeping fingers crossed. At the moment, this year is very, very tight. The schedule is extremely tight. So I'm looking forward to coming back actually in 2016.
Okay.
A year later.
Maybe this time of year. Since you like the
I
snow.
love coming to this time of the year. This is my target, If I come this time of the year. I want to enjoy the snow too. All that white reminds me of home, See, I'm all white too, right? I like white stuff,
It does create a peacefulness and a purity.
Exactly.
And it slows everyone down. We are so go all the time here that it really makes you prioritize and slow down. Yeah. And we have spent a lot more time with our family and a lot more time in quiet activity because of the snow. And that is the benefit of it. It is nice.
For me, I got to look through all the schedule, when doing, conducting this whole program in about 14 countries now, extending out. And
adding
every
more
country,
programs on.
So every country, there is a certain sector where you can't go at this time. They got public holidays, or they got this New Year, or they got this thing happening. You can't go during those times. Yeah. So I got to schedule out in such a way that everybody is easy, that everybody could come. It's not easy to win everything, but, I'll make it as close as possible to make it such a way. But, I'm looking forward to teaching my program to the seniors like you, and for those who have taken my instructor's training. And there will come a time that I don't have to teach this 1 week thing. I can do it in Nepal and beyond. That's my aim, and slowly we are getting there. And I'm looking forward to already having the first set of instructors up next year. Where they can start teaching my meditation and beyond first, and later on Awaken. Because I think this needs to be spread to more people. And if everybody, my whole aim is to make everybody happy. I want everybody to be very happy in this life and make it beautiful world, We all are not here to suffer, We are all here to really have good time, and be happy.
Well, you do that on a daily basis.
I make it a point, yes.
As one of your students, and I greatly appreciate, how you've helped me in my life. I'm definitely a different person, and I see it all over the world, and it's really been a great honor to have you here, and I thank you.
Well,
thank
Lisa,
you for joining me today.
I must say, what? I thank you all. Because if you all wouldn't have trusted me and the program, I wouldn't have reached here too. So my big thank you to you and to all others who have joined this program, and those who are joining ahead. And also the biggest thank you I give to the seniors like you and all the other seniors who are supporting me in this program, and all the promoters, all the good well-wishers. And you know what? I really, really, really thank everybody. Touch my heart.
Welcome.
Really, really
We're
thank
a team.
you. We're a family. That's it. A beautiful A-team family.
Well, again, if you would like more information about Master Umesh or the Awaken-The Divine You program, you're welcome to contact me. You're welcome to go on the Golden Space USA website, and you're welcome to go and search on YouTube and look for Awaken-The Divine You or Master Umesh Nandwani, and you'll find his program information there. So, any parting words to everybody?
Well, live life and enjoy life. You know what? Don't regret ever. Have the best of everything you ever had in your life. God bless.
Thank you.
Thank
Namaste.
You. Namaste. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.